Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as Collector75, and welcome back to another Transformers review. Right, for this review, I am doing Hunt for the Decepticons, well, the Fallen really. This is of course the new version. I got this from KO Toys. I was buying some stuff from there, and just before we get on with this I'm going to go through the toys I bought, just as a little, you know, what I've been buying lately. Yeah, I got this one from KO Toys. It was quite reasonably priced really, otherwise I probably wouldn't have got it. But it was about $25, so with the conversion to the pound and that, it just worked out about, I don't know, 17 quid. And I just thought, well, I wanted to bulk out my order really, because I only ordered a couple of things, even though they were bloody expensive. Right, the first one, I can't remember now who messaged me on YouTube about this one. I wasn't going to get this, but then the more I looked at it, the more I wanted it. Now, I don't usually get knockoffs like this. This is, of course, the knockoff Diaclone Swoop. It's supposed to be limited to about 500 pieces or something like that. That doesn't really concern me too much, because at the end of the day, it's a knockoff, and you know, it's just not genuine. But at least they tried to make it stand out. So it's obviously not, you know, trying to be like a complete rip-off. They, you know, they put this nice metal sticker on the front here, like in the Diaclone colours and that, and they just put it in a normal Swoop reissue box that they done. Pretty good, nothing wrong with that at all, not that I can see. It looks exactly like the original. It comes with the bubble insert and everything. I don't know if the camera's going to get that too well. Yeah, so it was pretty good. Let me show you the figure. Where is it? Here he is. I'm going to do a review on this soon as well. I've got to do something actually, because the rocket launchers that come with it don't fit in the little bloody pegs, but that's a knockoff for you. So as long as you're prepared for it, you know, what can you do? And I mean, it's easy fix. Well, I just got to file them down a little bit and they'll go in, or jiggery, do a little bit of jiggery pokery with it. Anyway, but it's heavy, so it's all die cast metal, blue, everything. Looks really good. Just needs a bit of a clean up, because obviously where they put it in the box on the chrome, loads of bloody fingerprints. Right, so that's him. I won't say how much he cost me far too much, but I just couldn't resist it, because I know I'm never going to get a Diaclone Swoop, so... right, anyway, this is the main reason why I actually bought off KO Toys. It was for some oversized cassettes that they've got. There's a steel jaw for you there. They're not... I didn't buy it for this one actually, there was only one I bought it for. But at least these ones come with the weapons, and they're very cheaply made, they're not very good. There's the other one that I didn't really want. This is of course Ram Horn, but it does come with weapons. I might put them two on eBay actually, because I'm not really bothered about them. But these are the two I'm definitely going to keep. This is of course Slugfest, and he's pretty good. It's a shame on one side they've got absolutely no decals on, no paint jobs or nothing, so it's a bit plain. So I might try and do something about that somehow, I don't know how. But he looks pretty good. I'm hoping they fit in my knockoff blaster that I've... sound blaster that I've got, because I'm sure they're about that size, but unfortunately when I went to my mum's house yesterday I forgot to bring it round. But this is definitely the one why I bought it. This is of course an oversized rat bat. I think when he's transformed, he comes... I think the wingspan comes out. Let me just try and transform it quickly without breaking it, because it's a pretty shit quality if I'm honest with you. But then again, like I say, I know that, so it don't really bother me too much. Just work around it, don't you? Right, yeah, so when you extend him out properly, he's about 20 centimetres long, which is pretty damn good. And he just looks the part, full transformation. Some of the joints are a little bit loose, but I can easily tighten them up, not a problem. So he's pretty cool. Definitely that's what I got. I think it was about $17 for the set, which is a little bit pricey. But I just fell in love with it, and I had a bit of money to burn, so... right, what's the next one I got? I got this the other day actually. Got this off eBay actually. I got it for $12.99. I just can't find them in the shops. Nowhere around me has any Generations toy. They're very... I mean, I've only seen a couple of the Hunt for the Decepticon toys, and the Entertainer, absolutely nothing around here. My local Toys R Us hasn't had no toys in since the Mixmaster and Hoist 2 pack that came out. Anyway, yeah, I got this off eBay, $12.99, because I just wanted it. I love this character. Bloody good toy. Shame they didn't make it a Voyager. The transformation is a bastard, just like that fucking Galvatron, Universe Galvatron actually. But when you get it into robot mode, at least this time, it is a fucking good robot mode. And it just is Lord Straxus. He's called Darkman, but we all know he's bloody Lord Straxus, don't we? And now then, the other one I decided to get... well, my girlfriend did have a little bit of a moan at me for getting this, because this cost me a bit too much. I think it was $120. but I really wanted it to go with my other botcon breakdowns. Didn't come with a bio card, I knew that, but I looked on eBay. I don't know, they're about $200. You want one on there, and so I'm not paying that. Not anymore, anyway. Not just for a single figure. But I did want this one. This is the only one I'll probably ever get, unless I see the others cheap, which I don't think I ever will. But I'm going to do a review on that. And I think that was it. Yes, the only other one, of course, I got from KToys is the one I'm going to review now. This is, of course, Hunt for the Decepticons, The Fallen. I don't think this has been released yet. I'm not totally sure. I've not seen any other reviews on it on YouTube. Not the usual people who get all the figures first, anyway. Yeah, so I just thought I'd do a quick review. And I don't think I did a review on the original Fallen. That's what I'm doing this one, really. I haven't actually brought that one to do a comparison with, because I'm probably going to put that one on eBay now. Not right now, because it's still, you can still get it in the shops. So I'll put it on the next year or something. Obvious differences is the original one was all black and had translucent, I think it was red plastic, but this one they've swapped most of the translucent red plastic, like in the windows here, just for the, I think it was in the Allspark sort of blue colour. And he's got the little blue landing gear, but that's fucking shit, so I don't even bother that. I'm just going to flip that straight away. And now then, I've got to stop saying now then. Major differences, of course, is in robot mode mainly. He has this. What you can see here is this giant bloody spear sticking out the back of him. This is where I've seen on pictures on, because it didn't come with no instructions or nothing. On eBay, I looked on Google actually. This is spear, but this is apparently where you're supposed to stick it in whatever he is, a Cybertronian destroyer mode. Yeah, just looks shite. So you're better off just not bothering. I'm going to try and take it off, but it fits in a bloody well. There we go, it just pops off. Unfortunately, it's that bloody rubbery plastic. So you leave it one way and it all bends and everything. Shit. Don't know why they do that. I know it's all bloody safety laws and everything. I don't want a lawsuit against them, but you know what? Shouldn't fucking bother. Make them bloody plastic like they used to. Right, yeah, so this is his Cybertronian destroyer mode. If you can call it a spaceship, good luck. It's just one of those sort of things. They needed him to turn into something, and I suppose this is the best thing they could think of. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I actually quite like it. It just looks different, doesn't it? It looks like a weird alien spaceship. Not much more else to say about it, really. It's got plenty of detail all over it. Yeah, and I do think the colours go together. I don't know if this is supposed to be a closer resemblance to his colours out of the film. I'm not quite sure. I was going to watch it last night, but I watched a WrestleMania 7, actually. As soon as I got that for my birthday, that's just gone. And I ain't seen that for like 20 years, so I watched that last night. Yeah, right, I'm going to transform it. Anyway, so it's quite easy to transform, really, even though I had to watch a video on YouTube to remind myself. Right, the first thing we do is we disconnect the legs at these points. They're just sort of tabbed in, just here, like that. So we just disconnect them, and that is almost it all done, believe it or not. Right, now then, I will stop saying now then. We're going to flip down the legs, like so, and that gets him out of the way, doesn't it? Then we're going to open these sort of like weird sort of teal kind of rubbery plastic bits, and then we come around to the back here. We're just going to flip this sort of head cover. Don't know if it's supposed to be a secondary cockpit or not, but just covers up the head so the head ain't poking out in plane mode. Just flip that into there like that, and then we're going to come back round to the front. Now one of these is the front, one of these is the back, but we've got a spinning 180 in a minute. Sorry if this is a bit of a shit review, but I don't know, I'm just enjoying it too much. Right, so anyway, so we turn the legs about 90 degrees, just at the hips like that. Then we rotate him at the knees on both sides. Then rotate him at the feet. Right, so as you probably know how to transform this already, because we probably bought the Fallen. This is probably one of the best toys from the line, actually. There was actually some really good toys from that line. A few shit ones. But, you know. Right, then we rotate him about 180 at the torso area. And that is almost him done. As you can see, the face is here. Going to take some pictures at the end, as usual, and put them on. Then we rotate the shoulders down. Let me do it at the back here so you can actually see. There we go. And then just they fall into place. And that is nearly him done. We've got to rotate the cockpit just up at the back there. Unfortunately, it does end up being a little bit of kibble at the back there, but, you know. Then on the front here, there's a tab just there. I don't know if it's going to pick it out too well. Tab just there, and we just open out the arms like that. And like that. There we go. So these joints are a little bit funny, and sometimes you don't know exactly where you're supposed to bend them. because it's got joints all over the place. So let's try and do this so you can see it. Right, so we turn the arms around to this direction, open out these sort of spikes on his arms, and as usual he's got the little, I don't know what they were supposed to be, energy collectors or something like that to make him look like he was on fire, and it was all translucent red, but these are just some sort of like teal, yeah, solid plastic this time. Yeah, they were just some sort of teal plastic. Right, so that is basically him done. Make sure I haven't forgotten nothing. Oh, I've forgotten to retransform the arms, haven't I? Right, so then we just come around here to these bits on here, and we just rotate them back like that, and click them into place. Do the same on this arm. There we go, and that's his arms done. And there we have it. The Fallen in a robot mode, and this just looks amazing. And I've forgotten how good this looks. I got it out of the box, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and I put him on the living room table, and he just looks fantastic standing there. I mean, he is brilliant. He looks just so, I don't know, alien and evil, and his arms are fantastic. He's just so poseable. You can move him just about anywhere. He looks absolutely brilliant. Right, so let's concentrate on what they've actually changed for this release. And let me get me a little bit closer. As you can see, they've remoulded the hands. Before he had sort of just flat hands with the tips poking around, but at least this time they've given him like a more clenched sort of fist, so he can hold this, which is of course his spear. Is he going to stand up? Of course he bloody ain't. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we've got this little spear thing. It just sort of like folds out. Right, you've got to make sure, because I don't know if it's going to pick it out too well on this. I know it's a better camera than my old one, but yeah, this just where it is, the hinge bit is on a sliding joint, and you just got to make sure it's pulled all the way, and then you pull it like so. It's a bit tough, and then you push them together like that, and then it holds in place. Don't know if it's going to show too well, but it is bent because obviously last night I left it holding it that way, so now I've got to change it around. Ridiculous. Here we go. Right, so now he has two actual joints on his hand. Actually, you got one here, and then the fingers sort of move at this joint. You fold the fingers back, and then it fits just in this little slot just here. I don't know if he's going to pick it out too well. Anyway, it goes in there. Push it in, and then just fold the fingers around it. And then we've got him holding his spear. And then we can do him like a pose out of film where he's holding it above his head and everything like that, and doing some sort of levitation gimmick, I don't know. But you can do him anything. You can do him about to throw it like he's in the Olympics or something. Anything you wanted. But it is brilliant. Right, there we go. I'm going to take the spear out of his hand. Right, the other major difference on this figure, apart from the hands and the colour, is the head. I'm going to try and put it close, see if it picks it out. It's a more accurate film head than the last, even though the last was pretty good. It doesn't have the gimmick anymore where you pull it forward and those little energy things flip out. It doesn't have that no more. What they've done instead is they put the head now on a ball joint, so he can move it around and he can look everywhere like he did in the film. And if you look closely, I'm going to take a good picture of it and put it at the end. He's now got the Decepticon symbol sort of like in his head, like it was in the promotional posters and that, which is pretty damn cool. Shame they didn't do red eyes for the mask though, or anything like that. What they've tried to do, of course, because you can remove this mask now, put it down there, and now we've got the head that Optimus Prime rips out at the end, and, you know, basically runs it through the sword or whatever he does, I can't remember now, and crushes it at the end. It's alright. I don't know, I just don't like the colours that they put, like the blue with it. I thought maybe just some red there would have been better, or at least some red eyes, because they've given him blue eyes. Yeah, you know, I suppose they've gone for a uniform colour scheme, but sometimes I think they can go a bit over the board with it, or a bit uniform with it, and, you know, just a few red eyes wouldn't have hurt. You know, but it's a good little head, and I don't know if you've had a good look at it. There we go. Right, so I'll take a picture at the end and everything. I prefer him definitely with the battle mask on. Yeah, definitely. He looks a bit shit with an head, to be honest. There we go, so we'll put that back on him. Probably the only transformer that you can say he's got to wear a bag on his head. Yeah. So that is Hunt for the Decepticons, The Fallen. Yeah, a good little figure. Probably won't come out in the UK because not a lot of figures are coming out in the UK no more. Still, there we go. I suppose then again, if they're not coming out, it gives me a short reason not to buy them and save a little bit of money. Still, there we go, but I know that won't happen. Anyway, this has been Graham, the Collector 75, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.